Good morning, children. So, welcome to the 7th class English CCE. So, today we are going to read a lesson which is called as Puru the Brave. It's a drama. Okay, so let's see the characters in that. First one is Alexander, who is the king of Macedonia, and he's a person who conquered Greece, Persia, etc. Okay, Greece and Persia were captured by Alexander the Great. Second one is Puru. Puru is a king of northern India. He's a king of northern India. And next, there are 4 Greek generals. Okay, 4 Greek generals, and also there are 6 soldiers. So it's a drama where there are 10 plus 2, 12 characters. One of them is Alexander, second one is Puru, and there are 4 generals along with 6 soldiers. So out of them, the generals, 4 generals, Alexander the Great and Puru, the Indian king of northern India. So these are going to play the major role. So it's a kind of drama, so it will be very easy for you if you make it as a small drama. Okay, so let's go ahead with that introduction of the lesson. If you have the textbooks in your hands, it's a lot better. So I want you to open your textbooks and look into the textbooks. The camp of Alexander on the banks of the Jhelum. Alexander is sitting on a high chair and his 4 Greek generals are sitting on low chairs. 2 Greek soldiers are standing at the door. Alexander is having a talk with his generals. So Alexander has a camp here. So usually when people go to the wars and all, they make a camp where they will take rest. Okay, so in the night when the war is over, so they'll make the camp so that they can live there. The soldiers will make some camps, and even the king who goes there will make a camp. So here the camp of Alexander, it was in the bank of Jhelum. Jhelum is the river, right? So Alexander, he was sitting on a high chair. He was sitting on a high chair, and there were 4 low chairs, a bit low, so that king's chair is usually high, and the other 4 chairs which are low belong to the 4 Greek generals. And exactly at the tent or the camp, the exit of the camp, there are 2 soldiers standing over there. Okay, so now here Alexander is having a conversation with his generals. Okay, now what is the conversation he's having with his generals? That is what we're going to see now. Okay, so let's go into the lesson. Alexander, the battle of Jhelum will go down the history of our country. So Alexander, he's talking to the 4 generals over there. So you know what he was telling? He's telling that the battle of Jhelum, so the war which we fought in the Jhelum will go down in the history of the country, of our country. That means each and everybody in our country will talk about the war which happened in the Jhelum, and they will talk it for many years. So nobody will forget this war. It will stay for a long time, for a very, very long time, and the time going to come, everybody will talk about this war. That is what Alexander told to his generals. And the first general, he stood up and he's talking, it will go down in the history of India too. So he said that it will go down in the history of India. So it will be written in the history of India, and even in the India also, everybody will talk about this war. And that's the reason why we are talking about it now. Second general, immediately he got up and he said that it will go down in the history of the world. The second general, he said that it also will go down in the history of the world. So whenever the world talks about the war and all, definitely they will talk about the war, the battle of Jhelum, which took place between the Indian king and the Alexander the Great. The third general, he stood up and said that I have never seen such a battle before. I have never seen such a battle before. So I have seen so many battles here. He's talking to the Alexander the Great. I have seen so many battles here, but I did not see this kind of battle Where? Any time before. The fourth general, he said that I haven't either. I haven't either. That means he want to say that even I did not fight such a battle before. Until until the last moment, I couldn't believe that we would be able to defeat the army of Puru. So even until the last moment, I was not at all confident that we are going to win this battle. I Even at the last minute, I thought that definitely Puru, the king, and his soldiers, his army, he is going to win this battle. I even couldn't believe it now that we really won the battle. Otherwise, I never, in my wildest dreams also, I never thought that we will win this battle. That is what is said by the fourth general. And immediately Alexander responded to what the four generals spoke. Alexander says, yes, it has been a great battle, perhaps the greatest of my life. I must say every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. Yes, really, it's been a greatest battle. Even I did not fight this kind of battle before. We fought so many battles and we won it very easily, but this was not that easy. Because every soldier was fighting like a tiger. Every Indian soldier was fighting like a tiger, very bravely, with a lot of courage. Okay, so that's the reason why these people are talking about Indians at the time. They're talking about how they fought. So Alexander the Great himself, he is telling that, he is giving a statement that every Indian soldier fought like a tiger. First general said that they fought like devils, Your Majesty. The first general said that, yes, sir, Your Majesty, they actually fought like devils. They fought in such a way that they wanted to win this battle. That is how they fought like devils. Alexander said that the Indians are good soldiers. Yes, you are absolutely right. The Indians are really good soldiers. They know how to fight. They all know how to fight, and they fight better than our men. Alexander again is giving a statement. He gave a statement before saying that they all fought like tigers, and now he's giving a statement that they fight better than our men. These Indian soldiers, they fight better than our men. Who said that? Alexander the Great. Okay, the king of Macedonia, who conquered Greece, Persia, and so many other countries. He is telling that, yes, Indian soldiers are better than our soldiers and than our men. Second general, he told that, he got up and said that, but our generals aren't as good as ours. Okay, second general said that their generals aren't so good as ours. So second general immediately he said that, sir, Your Majesty, their generals, Indian generals, the people who lead the army, okay, they are not as good as our generals. Maybe the soldiers are better than our soldiers, fine, we agree. But the generals who lead the army, a bunch of army will be given to one particular person so that he can take care of them. So those are the generals, okay, they are not as good as ours. Alexander, now he said that, if you mean they are not so brave as the Greek generals, I don't agree with you. No, if you say that they are not as best as or as brave as our Greek generals, I don't agree with you. If you are telling that they are not as brave as our Greek soldiers, I will not agree with you. I'm not going to agree with you. Second general, immediately he said, no, sir, I didn't mean that, but they are not very skillful. Yes, sir, I agree. Right? My intention was not that. I wanted to say that they are not having the skill. They are not having the skill which usually our Greeks generals possess. So their skill is not better than us. That is, I wanted to say, Your Highness. Alexander, I see what you mean, and here I agree with you. Oh, if that's the thing, I really agree with you. The Indian generals are still following the same old methods of warfare. Yes, if you are telling that, then definitely I agree with you. The Indian soldiers, they are still only they are still following all the same old methods of warfare. Now the time is being changed, isn't it? So they should actually change with the time, but they are still following the same old methods of war. Okay, their plans are not that good. The plans are a bit faulty, and also they too much depend upon the elephants. So their major strength is elephants, so they completely depend upon the elephants. But as fighters, if I have to say as fighters, they are wonderful, and I have a great respect for them. If I see them as a soldiers, they are really great. They are better than our men. They fight like tigers, and I have immense respect on them. For them, I really have a very good respect, very great respect. I have the highest respect for them. That is what Alexander said. He said that he agrees that his generals are better than Indian generals. Okay, because they are not using the new methods of warfare, but they are using the same old methods of warfare, and they are completely depending upon the elephants. Okay, and otherwise, if they have to talk about the soldiers and all, no, they are the best soldiers. They are even better than our soldiers. That is what he has said. Third general said, "I'm amazed to see how Puru fought in the battle of Jhelum." Sir, I'm really, Your Majesty, Your Highness, I'm really amazed to see how this Puru has fought in the battle of Jhelum. The third general said, "Sir, I'm really amazed. Puru has fought excellent in the war of battle of Jhelum." Fourth general, he said that yes, he continued to fight even when others had left the field. Yes, sir. Even he did not stop fight even when all his soldiers left the war field, and they left the war field, they went off, they ran away from there, but still Puru was fighting with them. I think he killed at least 100 of our men with his sword. I really think that the way he was fighting, I can say that he killed at least 100 of our men. 100 of our men might have been killed by Puru alone. Only Puru has killed around 100 people. And second general said that, not only killed, but also, and injured many more. First general said that he was badly injured himself. But first general said he was badly injured himself. So after that, he was very, very badly injured. He had a lot of wounds on his body. Second general said that is the reason why we are able to capture him. Alexander. Oh, he is the brave king and a great soldier. Alexander again gave a statement here. Oh, he is a brave king and also a great soldier. I wish he were one of my generals. Oh, he was a really great king and also a brave soldier, because he killed more than 100 people, 100 soldiers. And he said that I wish he would be one of my, if he was one of my generals, I would be really happy. I wish he were one of my generals. If he were one of my generals, I'll be really happy person. So, second general said that he's a proud man, Your Majesty. But, Your Majesty, this Alexander, he's brave, we agree, but this man is really proud. You know what is proud? Yeah. Alexander, a soldier is not a soldier if he's not proud. Alexander said to the general, a soldier is not a soldier if he's not proud at all. I'm not angry with him at all. He was not frightened by the news of my victories and refused to bow before me. So he was really proud, and every soldier should be proud. And I'm not at all angry with him. I'm not angry with him at all. So I'm not at all angry with him. He was not frightened by the news of my victories and refused to bow before me. And this man, he know that I have won so many battles, and I'm coming to invade India. and he know that I can defeat India. I can defeat Puru. He knows that very well. He will be defeated by me, but still he did not even frighten, and he refused to bow before me. He refused to bow, in the sense just bending down, and did not even bow before me. First general, he will be brought to your majesty soon. Let us see how he behaves. Sir, your majesty, he will be brought to you very soon. We'll see how he behaves. And Alexander said, I'm sure he will not behave like a coward. Yes, I know he lost the battle. I know he is going to be brought here, but I know that he will not behave like a coward. Coward, in the sense, it's an opposite of brave, piriki. Okay, he will not be a coward person, but definitely he's not going to act like a coward person. A soldier enters and bows to Alexander, Sir, Puru has been brought to the camp. A soldier comes inside, then he bows to the Alexander, and he says that, Sir, Puru has been brought to the camp. Alexander says, had he been put in the chains? Had he been put in the chains? Did you chain him? Yes, your majesty. Yes, we had put him in chains. And Alexander said that, go and remove the chains and bring him in. I don't want to see a brave man in chains. No. First you go and remove all the chains and then bring him to me. The reason is, I don't want to see a brave man in chains. Now what happens when Alexander confronts Puru, or when Puru is brought in front of Alexander? What kind of conversation will take place? That is all we are going to see in the next part. Okay, see you all guys. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care.